Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is the Therian Basebolt with TGN.TV, and today I have the Omnitron defense system for you guys, 10-player heroic mode. But before we begin, well, TTB whipped out the good old paintbrush and drew you guys a little picture because I like each and every one of you so very much. Also because little diagrams like this tend to help a little bit. So, let's talk about my crude drawing. That is the Omnitron defense system room. You have the entrance to the room on the bottom of the picture. You have the two tanks to the left and to your right. They're tanking these two bosses. The green area is the camp in the middle, depending on whether you have to cuddle up together when it's Magmatron active or whether you have to spread out when Electron is active. That is the general area where you will find your camp. The red arrows depict the run directions that you need to take when you are focused by Magmatron's flamethrower. That is, provided of course that you can run. The little pinkish cloudy thingies that are the power generators, you should put them in that order that you always have, one at the bottom of the little rectangle and one on the top of that little rectangle. That way, when Nefarian, our friend, decides to nuke one of these power generators, the other one won't be in range. And also the camp can actually go ahead and position themselves accordingly to maximize the duration they have standing in the power generator. And the pink little heart, that is where you come together when the good old shadow conductor is active, otherwise your camp will be killed. And yep, that means also that you have the the privilege to come together as a tank as well. So even if you're tanking when someone gets shadow conductor, get in range or use a big ass cooldown, otherwise you'll die. Okay, so much for now, let's get right into the action. And here we go. Starting the fight with Electron active. If you have Toxitron active, for example, you can always go ahead and evade that guy to reset the encounter and start with another boss, because, well, quite frankly, Toxitron is the worst boss to start with. Okay, so tanking Electron right now, you'll notice that my group has spread out to avoid lots and lots of damage by the chain lightning. Now, there is the first change to the normal mode. The good old lightning conductor can become a shadow conductor, and that is the exact opposite of the lightning conductor. You have to cuddle up and get as close to the person with shadow conductor as possible, otherwise you'll take massive damage. So, I'm talking Electron, unstable sheet going up, pressing escape to not trigger any static shocks. My camp, on the other hand, is fighting against Magmatron. Incineration security measure going off, the first one. Paladin pops his Rage Shield wall to assist with that cooldown. Electron shutting down and Toxitron active. So let's fight against that guy. Next incineration security measure coming up. Shaman drops his special totem. And again, still fighting, still rolling, still healing. Oh yeah. Acquiring target is cast on our Shadow Priest. He gets his ass towards the entrance of the room. Poison blobs are spawning. Traps down. You can also use a totem from a shaman to stop these guys. Nefarian here, being a little bit pesky, special ability while Toxitron is active, he'll grab everyone and throw them into the poison zone where they will get a poison dot and additional damage, which hurts quite a bit. And again, guys, as always, normal mode, hard mode, there's no difference. Focus down the poison bombs as fast as possible. Finally, Arcanotron is active. Here we see the very first zone that he laid down. That was placed on the top of that little rectangle right here. Second zone down. Nefarian's cooldown should be ready any second. And that means he'll go ahead and turn this zone here, right here, you can see it growing in the middle of your screen, into a bomb. And when it reaches maximum size of about 20 yards in diameter, it'll go boom and take everyone in it with it, so be careful. Well, Electron deciding to take a little walk. Not this time, buddy. Lightning Conductor on a Hunter. Unstable shield going up again. Best way to go about this as a tank, just press escape. Keep using your raid cooldowns when Incineration security measure is up. Shadow Priest again getting focused. And the problem is, he couldn't move. Why, you might ask? Because Nefarian decided to, well, be a little bit annoying and rooted that guy in place. So, if that happens, well, if the guy can't move, your camp has to move. Of course, that's pretty simple. And acquiring target on a tank, that also means the tank doesn't move. No sir. Grip of Death, hello, there we go. Into the poison pool. No we don't, because we're a warrior and we're going to jump out. Haha, in your face, Nefarian. Again, going on. Tanking our friendly Toxitron and killing the poison bombs as fast as possible, even adding some tank DPS into the mix. And the fight is really one thing and one thing only. It's a fight that needs maximum concentration from everyone. It's not so much about dealing 10 bajillion K DPS. It's more about, well, paying attention, not going into mental la-la land. Just be aware that this fight will take up lots of your concentration. So, well, I can't say it enough. Be calm and just play the encounter. There is no danger to actually reach the Berserk timer if you just concentrate. And don't lose any people, because that's the biggest problem right here. One error will get people killed, and most likely several people. Let's talk about the special abilities in this encounter real quick, because I already did a 10-player mode, normal mode video on this encounter, and the boss abilities should be known by now. The only thing I need to talk about is, well, of course, besides the fact that the boss abilities will do more damage, as always on hard mode, the only thing I need to talk about is Nefarian, because Nefarian has a place at ringside, and, well, he tends to make things more interesting. So, for Toxitron, for example, he'll go ahead and pull everyone inside the poison cloud every time his internal cooldown finishes. For Magmatron, he'll just go ahead and root the guy that's getting the flamethrower in his face, which means that that guy at this point can't run away, so if you don't grip him or if the camp doesn't move away, they'll get roasted as well. When Arcanatron is active, Nefarian can go ahead and throw a little bit of shadow power into one of these power generators on the ground, and that will mean the zones will expand in size about to 3 times the normal size, and when it reaches the maximum size, it'll just detonate and kill everything in it, so be careful with that. Nice tip for Shadow Priests right here, you can actually stand in the zone a little bit longer, because the bigger the zone gets, the higher your damage bonus gets, so put down some nice dots and then move out, in time of course. And now I forgot one guy, and that's Electron. Again, the Lightning Conductor guy can be changed to a Shadow Conductor guy, and that means that everyone has to come together at that point. Otherwise, well, your raid will wipe, because the Shadow Conductor does the more damage the further you are away from the target that has the Shadow Conductor. And that is pretty much all there is to say about this encounter. I wish you guys a lot of luck and strong nerves. Just stay at it, even if you wipe 100 times, it doesn't matter. Just keep going and keep going, keep trying, get that training in, and then it will be no problem for you guys to finish this encounter and, well, take down some loot. Because we all love the epics. So, there it is. Omnitron defense system down. Some loot coming in. I'll leave the damage window open. There's the money and some loot, a nice ring and a breastplate. And with these 2 purple items, I say goodbye. Thanks for watching, see you guys soon, and thumbs up that video. Bye bye.